Alright, I restarted VR chat to see if I finally get this working. I'm really annoyed at this now. I hate when this happens. It's really annoying. I'm just gonna be off to the side here.
She's not in there.
God, did they lose the kid?
Take a moment to catch my vision and ears to
Sure.
have it
It's fine.
yeah, you know.
Let me know if you're when you're ready.
So I get used to the sounds and sights. But ping should be fine now. I switched to a different sort of internet Wi-Fi connection just to see if that one's more stable, and it seems so far it's working out. I have multiple internet connections, and sometimes one works and the other doesn't so well, so I suppose this one's working out. Not only that, I blocked everybody's lights and particles, so
You were here a while ago, weren't you?
yeah.
Yeah, I was. I just had to go do some things in another dimension real quick, so.
Okay, well, should have. Is your stamp still on? Actually, no.
No, it
I
doesn't.
got
It
this
wears off
stamp real
noise.
quick anyway.
So,
Okay, well, here's my gun, by the way.
It's a token now.
I guess Rose is not here.
Stamp. Something. There you go. Actually,
Thank you.
go ahead.
Thanks.
A moment when you turn around and oh, never mind. Hello, person who glows really bright.
Hello. Yeah, don't worry. There's a thing inside to let make me seem less bright. Anyway.
I don't got no stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you need a stamp anyway, please.
Yeah.
Or is that one of her hands or
Yep.
your face or something?
That'd be cool. Just stamp the face.
There. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think we did.
I mean, he came back later. Well, I mean, he came back later and he was like, I saw your routing get taken. Here you go. And he passed me like a bag of edibles. So, like, yeah, I know, right?
Alright, maybe I'm gonna start blocking everybody's. Well, it's not 100% of everyone, but most of everyone having fucking 8 kajillion lights.
I'd like to talk to Adrian here. Have you actually said anything beyond hello? Hey, Adrian, how are you doing tonight?
Hey.
I was walking here.
Good, I'm doing all right.
That's good.
Do you come here often?
Yep.
Nice.
I know what weed is. I've never done it.
Hey.
I've
See, you're well.
Goes everywhere.
Ish. Someone dancing?
No, I agree with that. It's very nice.
I want to dance.
How are you doing, by the way? Oh, we have a lady friend here? Where is she?
Keep an eye on her, at least. I feel you know that I'm trying to keep an eye on her.
Oh, is she the one in the corner over there with the horns, or someone else?
Maybe, just maybe. If you take them off.
Oh, it is her.
No. Like newbie.
Would it be okay to meet her? I'm very interested in who your lady friend is. Please say hello.
I mean, I already took off my armor and I already feel naked without it.
Try.
Well, Tiger, let's go
It's not
meet a new
good to
face.
be in your armor 24/7.
Okay. A new face.
That's right.
What are you talking about? I'm in this 24/7.
These are close.
Have you talked to Flint lately?
24/7.
No, I haven't.
It's all
Clothes
Maybe you've been in
and
there
armor.
24/7.
lady friend. What you're implying is they go in the washing machine, right? Wait, he did what? Please excuse me.
Do you
Sorry.
ever wash your clothes?
Oh, Shepard. Rather glad to be able to meet you after a while.
Do you ever wash
Oh
your clothes?
yes, indeed.
Oh boy.
So you could
Off.
cameras
Hello,
already.
Cata. Can I get you
I got
anything?
two
While
people talking to me. Yes, please. Probably something to drink. Oh my gosh.
What's
Do not
going
get
on
dirty.
here?
alcoholic, non-alcoholic.
Oh, alcoholic for sure. What was that stuff called?
Business is taken care of, so
Not fairy wine, but
Mecca.
yes,
Bluetooth talk to you.
just a minor amount, the smallest,
Sort of.
weakest one.
You weird?
But the
Bad
nectar out.
vibe. Everybody gets in a
I'll
bad
pay for it.
vibe.
Don't worry, it's on me.
Everybody seems like
You
they're in a
don't
bad
have to
vibe.
do that. Fuck it, whatever.
Sir, I'm going to go on a
Lord knows I
little
need
bit of
this
a walk
today.
around the
Haha.
do the normal
Yes.
feel free to do so.
What do you guys do
Yesterday
for Bailey or
was
Miku?
probably one of the worst things I've. Oof.
Miku.
But yeah,
Miku.
here to chill out. Like
Yes.
a lot. I slept the whole day. I woke up
Oh
like
yeah.
an hour ago.
Okay.
How sad.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruben Cavo. Welcome to the stream. Just drinking it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
That's fair. I never expected
Okay.
you to be
you
any
know
good.
the moment where you think you prepare for all the things,
But you
and
are.
it's like barely, barely good enough. But yeah, here to chill out. How about you?
See.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Same.
Crushing heart's addictive.
I still have a bit of a
Watching side.
Test side effect.
right arm injury.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah, I watched the stream yesterday, so yeah.
I'm not sure what this. Oh, I think somebody had possibly some footage. Oh,
Do you need
all
Trinity?
right. I see you're caught up then.
Yeah, I was at work, so I'm watching while I was at work anyways.
Oh.
Oh, you can't walk as a stool in the way. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I might want to take another vacation.
Hey Ray.
Hello, fellow humans.
Get them down to hell.
That's what I am, also a human.
See.
I'm not a.
You as well.
I'm not a human. But hello, yeah.
Sorry, okay, this was
Sorry.
Mr. First.
I mean, what? I mean, it's
Do you need
fine.
anything?
Oh. You're so
I'm used to
I
it.
need
fucking
everything.
are fully destroyed.
That's not something we can really give you. I'd like you to be more specific.
Soda.
Do you have a specific kind of soda you want?
No.
Excuse me. Hey, were any of you
Yes,
in the
Nico.
first private room? In the first door with
There's a lot of people
I
here.
just got here.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I make cotton.
Yeah, it's Coca-Cola. Is that your first drink?
Yes.
I'm gonna see what's going on over there. Excuse me.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll be back to talk to you though. Don't worry about that.
Hello.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Given what I can do.
Get off the tables, Victor.
Given what I can do.
Hey, Cata.
Hey, find the craziest spot in the club.
Why do you
Hello.
people keep sneaking up, man? Sneaking up.
I mean, I went up rather slowly.
It's a cat.
I'm pretty sure it's impossible to sneak up on you now. But other than that, how's everyone doing?
Oh wait, I just realized,
Hmm?
Cata, you're like the only person I've been able to fulfill my favor to.
Okay. I mean, I find that impossible.
Wait, no! I mean two!
Considering
Two of them I've done. That means I only got...
there's a lot.
Well, no, the favor that we did.
Vetra is
Am I
unaware of the
what?
creepy monster that is
Yeah, I was
behind
like,
her.
yeah, are you dancing?
And it's getting
Hey,
closer and closer.
hey, what's going on? What the fuck? Uh, I don't know what that was about, but okay. Either,
Persnickety snuck up on us earlier, and
oh, okay. I was like, well, what's he doing now? Okay, yeah.
But no,
Either everyone has really, really unreasonable, impossible stuff, or there's just, they don't have time like I
well,
did
no,
for almost 3 weeks straight.
no, like,
Hey, King.
I asked Nomad. Nomad doesn't know what he wants. Kane, I have a favorite, but I'm just waiting for Hatter to come back to finish that one. Angelo and Scully don't know what they want. The same thing with this guy. So, it, Michael, I have a favorite too, but the only problem is Constantine's favor interferes with the other one, with his.
Right. That is some complications, yes. I mean, it took me a while to know what I wanted, but, I had to think about it.
Kane's done, but the only problem is I don't know where the fuck Hatter is. They've been missing for 2 weeks now.
That is a problem too. That's unfortunate.
I just hope they don't go missing for 50 years again.
Oh
That's what
boy.
happened last time. So,
Hopefully it's.
let's just leave. What?
What's going on with that? Did I miss something? Like I don't.
oh no, Persnickety came up, like snuck up on. It was mostly me and scared the shit out of me when they were just like, "So you're a drug dealer?" And I was like, "Fucking hell, no."
Wow.
Correction, I said you were
Oh goddamn!
associating with a minor that's a drug dealer. Piece of shit.
Out of nowhere. I swear, there's just like trapdoors in the ceiling, and they just like fall out of them.
No, I just hear everything.
Well.
Oh, that's even worse. That was worse.
Oh, Vetra,
So.
I got you. I got you.
Oh Lord. Who's the minor who's a drug dealer?
I don't know. Why is that? That's very concerning.
I don't know. They said I was associated with a minor who's a drug dealer, but I don't know who.
Wait, the only minor that I know that you're associating with is the one from Boston.
Dancing made you very limber.
But they deal drugs.
I don't
think so. I'm not gonna say they don't, because the kid's a little sketch. The first time I was like, "So what do you got in your bag, sweetie?" And she like whipped out a box knife, and I was like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
Like 110% am glad I adopted this child. Like it could take care of itself, but like, there's a box knife out of nowhere.
Well.
I mean, wait, how old is this child?
That is a very good question.
As long as they don't cut themselves or something, yeah.
I don't think they'll cut themselves. I think they'll like cut somebody else. Like,
well, obviously.
Persnickety been scaring Vetra.
God damn.
Oh. There's another one sneaking up on me. I'm being sneaked up on.
What did I talk about earlier?
Upset her.
Oh my.
Don't worry. Dab it on her.
Solomon just coming out of nowhere. I'm telling you, there's some.
On Vetra, then I'm
start
gonna
standing with my back to a wall so people can't get behind me.
I would suggest adding cameras to the back of your head. That would
helps.
That would serve you quite well.
This helps.
I don't think
Back
your
to the
father
wall.
would approve of that. And certainly I don't think you'd want her
What's
to
with the fancy jumpsuit?
punish you again.
Well, I can't wear a jumpsuit. That's fancy.
No, I'm asking what's with it. Scoot over so Angel can sit.
I'm scooted.
Ventra.
Again? Oh, God. Hope you don't mind
But here's gonna have like some sort of like
trying to position
trust
this.
issue when we leave tonight.
I mean, implying that she doesn't already have that in the first place and making it worse. What?
You know, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this one scenario. I'm not talking about all the ones that come before or will come after.
Oh yes. Do tell me, but is this about a child in a box cutter?
What?
Hmm?
Actually, do I know them?
What did I just come back to?
Shh.
Don't worry about it, Angel.
I am confused.
Oh, I thought it was you actually, but
It's because you're little.
probably have a bigger sword or something.
He may
I
be
don't
young,
know.
but he knows a
It's
lot more than an
it's
8-year-old should.
I mean, does he have a box
because
cutter?
he hung out with the right people. I don't think he's got a box cutter.
I
That
got one.
is far from the truth, actually.
Open boxes.
People are kind of like boxes.
Let's go.
I mean, I get a lot of packages and stuff delivered
Get
to
something
me
to
where?
eat, maybe.
for like
Just to get something to eat, maybe.
various
Sure. Steer away from
items.
this conversation.
Yeah.
Nah, you're fine. We weren't going to talk about it too much longer, anyways.
You were talking about a child in a box cutter.
No, they were.
Behind you.
I walked into that conversation too.
I too walked into that conversation, and now I am curious.
No, we're not
How about
talking.
we just say that there's a child, they own a box
You've
cutter,
missed
and then
some
like that's the
insanity,
end of the story.
Yes, that's it. And there's Angelo.
See?
Have they stabbed someone with that box cutter?
I do not know. I did not ask. I just assumed that they probably have. Didn't ask.
I ghost
They probably
around, I do that.
Actually, I might need to talk to
Have
Angelo
you
about
contacted
something.
any authorities
do
about
that.
this? I would assume they would want to know.
Mr. Persnickety has been
No.
dabbing on
It's fine. It's fine.
like surprising them.
It's
I
fine.
was wondering what
Repeatedly,
that was.
Puts them a bit on edge.
Don't worry,
He sounds like a
Vectra.
Persnickety
I got
himself.
my baby shark though.
No, I heard that. I heard that
I am having to constantly
Because
scan
it's
for
something
Persnickety
I
too.
would do, that's
Like,
why.
keeps coming out of nowhere. She can apparently hear me from anywhere. She's
You know,
omnipotent.
Victor, what
It's
could
also terrifying.
prevent this from happening is if you sit in a
Well, that's all
location where
you
she can't
say.
get behind you. You understand that, right?
I do not believe that would work. I do not believe that would work.
Hmm?
Huh.
There seems to be a glitch in the matrix.
I am the Matrix.
No, you're a scare.
Maybe we're all the Matrix.
That was a joke.
You're from the same organization as that little mage, right?
Which mage? There's a lot of mages. I'm a mage.
White
No, you
with
can't.
some blue details on it.
Oh, yes. Probably you're referring to Dylan?
I've just been dabbing on Vectra.
Not sure.
Bubble
They
things.
have been known
Oh,
to
yes.
do
Yes, the
multiple
bubbles.
Let's make a phone call about something.
Do apologize to her for me.
It wasn't a bad one, it was just a private call.
She wouldn't exactly let me get near her to
Use a
apologize.
phone, yes.
Well, I guess I'll pass it by her.
I know you do, but
Hmm.
never mind.
Whatever happened, okay. Pretty crazy yesterday.
You don't know.
A lot happened. A lot.
There was a lot last
I
night.
assume.
I also broke my sword.
But
That is a shame.
It's not too easy to find a. Oh, of course.
I
I'm
have a lot
gonna
of
hold you
energy
up.
right now.
Not too easy to find another magical sword.
Okay then, what would you
Magical.
want?
Especially the kind I had.
Can you not just buy a magical sword somewhere?
Yes, I'll just go to www.buyamagicalsword.com and just pick one up right now. That was a
Well, you
joke, by the
can.
way.
That doesn't necessarily mean they are all working. You could buy some in a mall.
Going to join us?
I have seen a few. Now, whether they are real whether they are real or not, is another question entirely.
Most likely not, and I'd rather not possibly get cursed by a supposed magical sword because they can look normal, but in the end of the day, they could not be. Also, a very specific taste. Very specific. I don't just
So
want any
how did you
magical
break this
weapon.
magical sword?
I fought with it for 4 hours straight.
Hmm. If
Who
I
were
have
you
to
fighting?
guess, church.
It was a lot of stuff. I don't really want to get into the specifics.
Very well.
Fair enough.
I guess durability is kind of a pain in the ass on some of these things.
Well, considering your, how you say, the fact that you are an Aegis member, I would assume it would be a bit easier for you to procure, or at the very least, so would you call it, commission a magical sword from someone?
Well, last time I wanted that, they told me just to quote unquote buy it yourself. So I did that, but that took such a long time. It was like
Are
three
there
months.
no blacksmiths for things like this?
Uh, Not too common for magical weapon blacksmiths. I mean, I guess I can go technology like most people, but
You know
I
what?
don't know
Actually, I
too
think
much about it.
I want to say Cosmos crafts magical items.
Uh,
We've talked about it
yes,
before.
items, but weapons, slash, slash, stab.
Yeah, well,
They're
I'm
in a
sure you
different
could craft that
category.
as well.
There's like trinkets and then armor and then weapons. They're all different categories. So I don't want him to. I don't want his space weapons. I'm good.
Space weapons. Didn't know we had space
Some
There
really
was
weapons.
weird,
there was
strange.
another guy.
Huh? Another
There was
guy.
another guy that showed up at Purple Lotus every now and then.
Oh
They were
no, you're not.
crazy.
I
I don't
talked
know.
to him. He does make
Oh, really?
magical
Who
items,
are you?
but
Who are you referring to?
they're
What
like
is his name?
he doesn't. I know who you're talking. The guy is in armor and he has like a ponytail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you
That guy.
referring to
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
the?
talked to him on
Are
many
you referring to the?
occasion. He doesn't. His magic items are
Are you
weak.
referring to the
No
fire
offense.
elemental blacksmith?
No, no, no. He's I believe he might be human. He
I'm just
wears
saying that okay. I
very
talked to him
large rugged
before.
armor.
Like I don't need like just any magical weapon that some random person he could make that does +1 fire damage or some shit. I have very specific tastes, okay? I could do that shit myself, but not certain things that I go by. Considering my type of magic isn't common like most people. I
It is
don't,
nature related, am I correct?
yes. So it needs to be
You have
compatible
told me
towards
about that.
that in such a way, yeah. My first sword, kind of green looking, is from my ancestor. It's like over 400 years old. So I was able to use that pretty proficiently. The second one was specifically crafted towards me, and I used my magic in it and my essence and all that. So it was really catered towards me. Yeah. Allows it better to channel my magic through it, in addition to what it has. So that's why I have some slight specific tastes towards it. I mean, anyone can just get a sword that's enchanted with fire and go at it. But can I add my ice to it and not have it cause a problem? Can I add my lightning to it? See what I'm getting at? To not clash with the already enchantment has.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
That's all I'm trying to say.
That will be quite a hard weapon to look for then.
Yes.
Being able to channel your abilities into it.
Through it, in it, yes, of course. Feels bad. I mean, I guess it's mostly my fault because it already had some minor damage previously, but I didn't think it would be such a problem.
I would assume 4 hours of use would shatter most things.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, also something I would like to ask: who is the very bright person manning the bar?
The
Somebody said they were no.
I
Not
heard
sure who
voices
that
from
is.
you.
that was
I
Ripper.
don't know if that's accurate.
I highly doubt that would be no.
No, they
I don't
It's
know.
not Ripper, I can tell you that much.
Maybe Ripper got a new paint
I
job. I don't
actually
know.
did not get their name.
comes out actually.
Oh man.
What's the opposite of Null? It'd be kind of like Mrs. Bright or something. I don't know. I'm gonna give her a cute nickname. I need to think of something.
Quite a few people here before.
You're planning on giving her a cute nickname? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very well then.
more of a personal nickname thing. I'm not gonna make it like a global sort of. Oh, you're this now. That's what everyone's gonna call her now. More like for reference. I give the new people that are very bright. Hmm. I heard magic.
Yeah, banana magic, 110%.
Banana magic.
I wonder if
Oh, it's
Angelo.
Constantine.
Actually, you know what? Maybe might talk to Angelo about another weapon, but I don't know if I should. I mean, he gave me a gun last time. So might be much to ask him for something else. Uh,
You could pay him.
Glad you're still doing alright.
I
I mean,
mean,
even if he doesn't personally have an item, he might know someone who can get you one, make you one, or whatever.
actually, yeah, I'll try that. I mean, of course I could pay him. I mean,
It's good that you're
I'm not gonna like not pay him and give him compensation.
just trying to see. It's like
Then there should be no problem in commissioning another
person I
weapon
heard that voice from
to Angelo then.
maybe they can't.
Other than it may
Got this.
be a bit much to handle potentially.
Would it be?
Yes.
Oh, you will never know unless you ask then.
Well, of course. I'll look into some things before I ask him. If I'm really desperate. I mean, I may find something tomorrow or the next day, and it wouldn't be a big deal.
Ah, yes, before I leave, I would just like to test something. Give me a sec.
Test something? What the fuck is he on about?
I'm ready.
Let's see what's on stream.
Actually understood all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine for me. If there's some slight squeaky noise, but I think that's only how it is. But
Yes,
oh
yeah,
well, fuck it.
it's
It's
easy to
fine.
understand.
I like it. I like that. All right.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think your audio output is peaking a little bit, like on some higher, like higher sounds. It's kind of like getting a little like sharp. But other than that, you sound pretty good. Understandable by a lot.
Uh, oh, it's an Omni tool again.
You see a scar. A very new scar.
Well, never mind. It's probably a long explanation, but of course.
You got the side too.
I said, of course. You can go ahead, roam around. Sorry. I was like, what the? I'm the only one in this corner now. How did I get over here? Hey.
The fact that you
Up
adopt
and
that
over.
little bundle of energy.
I don't know if that one's mine.
Oh, me? Oh, my, quite the gathering. You alright, friend? Holy shit.
Oh, I almost fell off.
Howdy, gang. What's shaking?
I had a hole in my chest.
Dance, dance, dance.
Did you fill it up with whiskey? Because I tried that.
You see a rip in his shirt and there's a seal.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
No, no.
You have a shit. Yes.
Oh, I see.
I'm
We
good.
are powered by
They
love,
just look like they have a
according
lot
to
of
our
energy.
creator. Oh, they do. They do. Let me just. They had energy drinks too.
Hey, Flip.
Do you need power?
And fucking tastic.
Do you want to?
If I did, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be here.
So it takes
I
it
do
would take
not
7
recommend
extra
touching that.
intake to fill it.
Stickity.
Boss man,
You need
sorry, the
something?
boss woman, boss lady stopped her.
I was talking with my friends, and they were wondering if you had a name,
That's just
or are
simply
you like?
pathetic upon her
I
part.
mean,
I'm gonna call you Supernova if you don't.
Wait, my name?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
why don't you
bright,
just swing that thing?
super bright.
Spitfire.
honestly, I don't even mind if it's mean or it's tingly. It's a nice feeling.
Spitfire, as in.
Alright, because then you stamps.
As in you spit fire. That's generally
Yes.
would make sense considering
Binding magic
the
on
word
I
combination
made
killed
sure
it.
I very
for
I said that's just
into it.
utterly pathetic.
for said.
Hey, when you're free.
That would be fun. How much electricity can I put out?
Well, see you later. I guess I'm free now.
Two? Only two?
Because she was running around.
Nice. I'm guessing you went swimming in
I
it.
think you went up here.
Yes. I've caught a
Oh.
few fish there, and we have eaten them. They taste good.
Just wondering what you're doing.
So,
I've
Tahiri,
been
do
told
you
to keep
cook?
an eye on you.
How do I
Can
put this
anyone
in
help
no
me
man's
here?
words?
How many lightning bolts?
Ripper.
Hephaestus said I cook. I
Oh
just...
no, I think we ran into each other.
Not worth telling you.
Oh no.
Fell down the stairs.
Next,
Oh
I'd
no.
say the
I'm
next
gonna sue you
lightning
now.
bolt is
I
the
hope
most
you're.
I remember being hit with,
Don't know how
and
big
I
they
will
are.
update you.
Yeah.
Quite heavy.
I've tried cooking before, but
Mhm.
I burned it too much.
Which one's Kate?
I'm sorry.
I was like, you kind of look similar. Cause...
It
If
was
it
fun.
tasted.
There was a large
It was.
fire, but there was nothing left.
Wow.
Apparently, that is not how you were supposed to cook.
Oh yeah, you used to be in.
Fire.
Yeah, so if you following me around, it's kind of awkward
Things have
now.
to be left after
But
you're done.
it's mostly fine.
I'll show you.
I see.
By the way,
So we
Oh,
go and you catch the fish.
something,
I'll show you how it's cooked.
something happened
That
that I
sounds like
figured I
fun.
should let
I
you
would like to
know.
learn.
Ripper told me to keep an eye on you.
You have so much
I,
to say.
uh,
Oh my goodness.
I
What
walked by a
happened? Yeah, yeah.
tree while roaming around and
Thank you.
kind of brushed my
Yes.
hand across it
Let's
You
go
were
back to the
kind.
and
balcony.
sucked the life
Oh,
out of it.
hello
The
there,
details.
Nick.
Ripper said if I was
strange
Hi.
trees now, huh?
How are you doing tonight?
Or strange you
No, no,
doing
I,
stuff to trees. Hmm.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't really know what that's
Ready
about, but
to retire
Angelo
for the
said
night
it was
already?
something like soul draining.
I mean, trees don't have souls, but more like life draining.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
I would be
I'm a
slightly
bit
careful
afraid to.
around touch people, yeah. Or you can wear
Yeah.
gloves.
Oh.
I don't know if that works
You have
too.
It,
a special friend now?
it only seems to be one hand, though. The other
Oh,
hand still looks wielding.
Okay, so
Oh, it's different. Okay.
you got a
Well,
good
that's something
hand.
to do for a friend.
That's your good
He's a
hand.
childhood friend. We've been together since
Oh.
we were born, actually.
Oh my.
Cool.
Well, you
Yeah,
must have
just
a very
figured I
deep
should let
friendship
you
then.
know about that. Angelo said
Extremely
he
deep.
could teach
Oh,
me how to
okay.
sort that out, but I don't.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
glad to. You get to take care of him when you
I
need
see
to.
your giant hat
And
is
hopefully he's not
Bad
in a panic.
situation.
near me.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I'm trying to talk
You
to
like
my.
my hats?
Oh, wait, the last
No, I
time
absolutely despise it. But
Wow, that's harsh
Seems
words.
like his friend that
When you're
needs some
free,
trouble.
I want to talk to you.
yeah, see, you said that last time when I'm free, and I'm not free. Like, okay, I got it.
Well, Tiger, to the
I can't
balcony
remember if I said that or
to
not.
see who's around.
Pretty. Uh,
As much as I may not want to deal with this, I did receive a text from him last night, so slightly concerning. I might as well look into it, but sure. There's nothing for you to worry about. It's something we're dealing
Okay.
with magically. I wonder. Hmm. He does know magic stuff. I wonder if he'll help me with my sword. But then again, I don't really want to ask him for favors, and he might want money. Ah. I'm going to Angelo first. Fuck it. Him first.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah.
I've come to spread suffering through all, through this wonderful thing I learned.
Oh, man. Dabs. Well, I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'll talk to you later in a moment and deal with Edward. I think he was over here.
I believe that is called incest, Nomad.
How do insist
What
on
are you trying to
this?
get
What?
with her?
I heard
She was trying to
incest,
get.
but I'm talking for someone else.
The whole point is okay, let me think.
I
I was
wanted
gonna say red
to.
hair. That is
I don't know.
considered a compliment. Sorry, but
That's all.
Would you step down the phone?
I think I have an idea where the crazy man might be.
How about we come downstairs with Tiger?
but
It's good to see you.
Let's talk face to face rather from the
you
balcony.
just got double. You just got double that. Get double dip. You got it. There you go. Get double dip.
Well, we both have red hair.
Yes, sir.
oh, hey,
I don't know what that
y'all
means.
are soulless.
You
Exactly.
do.
That's what I'm saying.
Both red hair. That's very cool.
It's like an alien concept, you know. I never really had much of a thing.
What the hell does that even mean?
Oh.
I'm composed.
Oh, well, I lost him.
Do you require electricity?
No.
Oh,
I see.
there's no hostilities around me.
I was shrugging. I was shrugging.
And I'm having a good time.
Right. Oh, let me think.
Oh, I
Good
so
luck,
hope
fun.
it didn't cut.
Looks like I gotta drain the pool.
Oh, I just hacked up fucking
Oh,
blood
jeez.
and black shit again.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
what do you need me to do? No, I'm good. It's
I
now because
need someone
I
to
know
trust
about
on
my
this.
cancer treatment
Such a
from
pain.
Really want to shove that to my chest again.
Sometimes it doesn't need an explanation. It's just you care about them more in the ways that you want to protect them.
Okay, Hat Boy, here I am.
Ah, cool.
I forgot two things.
Already
I'm
was talking on
confused. Why are you
staircase.
carrying me?
Flipping a giant banana.
I'm sorry I couldn't
You said you were sick.
answer your texts or whatever the hell you communicate with
Don't worry.
better, considering I was literally in a battle
Nah,
to
it's okay.
to the death. But
What do you mean?
my apologies.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. You can take a seat if you want to take a seat.
Just use
So I'm just gonna clouch.
for it. You'll see a
I'm
whole
just
bunch
I'm
of
just
little
gonna take a
pictures
seat
in
here.
here
Okay, wonderful. Anyways, do you remember that thing I was messing around with?
Yes, a thing. Yes.
Dylan mentioned that because of also the I couldn't get through to you during everything. Apparently the church
Yeah.
attacked or something.
Yes, me and Fruity were there during the defense of Purple Lotus for the Skelos Casino as of last night.
During that exact time, apparently, according with Dylan,
Was also there?
I gave out some. I wasn't present.
I'm lucky to be alive. Legitimate.
I'm glad you're alive.
I almost lost my right arm. Still hurts.
I'm trying to take it easy, mate. The thing I wanted to discuss is how that object itself might have been church related.
I just need to not be in stress.
There's some people here who was also there. So you want a private room? Yeah.
Or if you guys have a yellow dime.
Okay, come on.
It's the emotions are still high and people are still, hopped up on what they call adrenaline. I just need a reason to punch the shit out of something.
I can probably guarantee that people are going to be livid about it.
Damn it.
Church-related stuff, obviously, bad stuff.
We're gonna have to ask one of them. I'll ask. Did you ask? Did you ask for a private room or not? Because I don't know if you said that.
Nah, it's fine, don't worry.
Whatever. Make it quick.
I'm just gonna crouch either way. So the item itself, first it had at first it was like a calming sort of aura about when I messaged them, or messaged Dylan about 15, 16, 17, 18 hours before that. Apparently, well, it started giving off more of a sort of like a hated aura. Like it's actually wanted to attack, like it wanted to actually get involved in a fight.
I told you about this
and that
thing.
was apparently during. Yes.
Should watch
I didn't know it was
yourself.
church related.
We didn't know what the hell it is at all. It could be Eldrick. I mean, you just need to.
Could be.
Need to be careful.
Dylan wants me to speak to Hybris about it. That's fine. I'll happily.
I would give it a couple of days. Not now. She's.
Yeah, that's.
Of lack of a better term, emotional, just like we all are. A lot of us got hurt, some more than others, and some of us didn't make it back. So, emotions are high right now. We need a clear head.
That's fair.
Because if you go in there,
of course,
as of now, they may do something rash and illogical.
Yeah, well, I can hold it. I've sealed it anyways. I've made sure it's locked away. I mean, that's all.
That's all. It's church related. It has a sinister aura coming off of it, like probably half of those fucking constructs did. You know, I'm gonna be real with you here on this. We almost lost the casino. There was a war out there. Must have been 100 of those things attacking us. They broke through the front doors, ceilings, windows. And Corona's dead. You've never heard of him before.
Wrong.
I think he worked at Purple So I think he was one of the staff members. So this is big fucking shit here.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I met them. I've seen them occasionally.
We were back all the
All we can
way.
do really now.
You know where the room where the couch is?
Yes.
All the way there. We're back to literally our backs to the wall. Only thing we can do is barricade the door and pray the others came back for reinforcements. Which of course didn't happen. I guess had enough, we took enough of them out to at least, and to go on the offense to push them back at least.
You did okay.
No.
You're alive.
It's 90% of the time we were barricading ourselves.
It doesn't matter. As long as you're alive.
Of course.
War is not always about killing.
I wish it was that easy. It was like half the time we were just trying to survive. I couldn't even really.
Of course.
I didn't
Look,
even really do anything. I
understand completely.
I mean, shit, man. My sword broke on those damn things. In half. My robe's just like yours, completely in tatters. That's why I'm wearing this. I mean, it's just an example. I'm sorry. My regular mage robes in tatters. It's like someone just threw that shit in the blender.
Attire has been through 4 different wars.
All right, just saying.
3 against the undead, and 1 a massive cluster.
I'm just saying that I don't have the gear, even the will to go like through something like that again if it happens
You're not
anytime soon.
Realistically, how I see it is that you're not really war material.
Yeah, thanks. Someone fucking recognizes it. But at the same time, I'm no
You have
pushover.
to do your part in order to support. They needed all the people that they could get.
And we answered the call. So I'm not regretting that.
All I can say is I'm glad that you're alive.
Right. But I don't know, I guess you take. Oh yeah. I think I saw the guy they took. What was his name? Inquisitor Flynn? Very tall and shiny. Saw him, they walked him upstairs, took him in the back, and said they quote unquote locked him away or something. I don't know. So all I know is they didn't kill him. They didn't kill him, so that's weird.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. It's actually
Right
keep
now,
this thing
he's
out of the way.
He's probably has the worst of it in terms of the emotions right now.
Yeah, I'll talk to Hybris in the next few days.
Yes. Okay.
Let things calm down, and then we will. However, yeah. I'm just gonna draw a life, mate. That's all I can say.
All right.
If you need any blade, I don't know if you like myths. I have witnessed a sword, ice elements. Apparently, it's a blade of an ice wolf. However, it's demonic. However, there are runes on it that have sealed it.
I don't do demonic.
Okay. That's up to you.
There's a reason why. Anything angelic, technically, and anything demonic, no offense, is
Oof. Let's
not.
just keep the
It's
angelic stuff on
it's
the
kind of weak. At the end of the
anything
day.
divine. Let's try and keep that away.
I mean, I'm just saying that
Oh.
they usually have a
There's
certain
actually
niche.
there's actually something I need to
Huh?
alert to you actually.
Alert me.
Okay, so there's a individual. Do you remember the raccoon? Mitchell?
Yes.
He has a brother. Well, he's got a brother.
I mean,
Rufus Shiro Freed. He's actually part of the church.
I mean, if it's
That's all the information I
another
can really give
raccoon,
you.
that'd be hilarious. I mean, I don't need you to actually tell me about that, but
No, his main weaponry actually is a shield and a sword. However, the shield is more or less like it's a
copycat.
mixture. They call it a shield. They call it a shield cannon.
Okay, I'll be sure to look out for something like that. Okay.
A shield cannon and a
Strange.
gun sword. I don't know. Keep your eyes wary. Keep yourself about. If anything goes wrong, call for help. That's all I can say.
Call for help.
I was gonna say you should fight it, but then at the same time, even I'm not allowed to really do the most riskiest, riskiest of things. And that cannon or shield cannon kind of scares me. Not
Well,
gonna lie.
right now in no position to do anything, so that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yesterday.
Gotcha. I'll let him know, but I'll have him take it.
Let's give this one in the quiet side.
So you have nothing on you? No weapons or items?
Oh, not just my wallet. I don't.
Cookies?
Anymore.
Oh yeah. Yes, I made cookies. I hope you said. Well, I had help make. They're good.
Wait, what did you? What kind of cookies? Oh, jeez.
I was talking to a really small little
Oh, you can hold it for me, that's fine.
You mean a scare, right?
No, you
One
are
of your extra pairs of arms
Yeah, he's over
goes
there.
around.
A shield cannon?
That's him.
Fuck.
Benefit. How you
It
doing?
is
I'm a master of snicker
chocolate chip
contour.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
And chocolate coated mint sugar.
I can't have chocolate.
I said peanut
Oh,
butter.
did I say it wrong?
I can't have chocolate.
I mean, yeah, they're all thin, true.
Oh, I mean, I can ask for one.
Very well.
Continue well.
Hand on shoulder.
Nobody information yet, is there?
Okay, I kind of care.
Oh god, he's choking. Okay.
Okay, I actually care a lot.
Oh.
Did you do anything?
That looked like a very tight hold.
It was just
No.
Oh,
Now.
choking it for me now. Oh.
No, he's hugging you.
I don't do
Oh, okay.
I don't do
I was
chocolate.
expecting a choke. Oh, fun.
I have a lot of disdain for chocolate.
So like I said, there is peanut butter.
Of course. Have you seen Mr. Duck?
Peanut butter's not bad. I mean, to be honest, I prefer
I have
macadamia.
around, but not directly here or anytime recently.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's
Some soft cookies, some soft macadamians.
We have much to
Great.
discuss.
The ones that they sell at Subway. Oh.
Did not make macadamia.
I'll just have to look it up later, I suppose. Are you okay?
Really big yard.
You should go order something.
I think I might be heading out.
I mean, I could just go get some.
Go home?
Yeah, probably get some a movie in and mana potion.
Something about pot brownies in this place?
Just
Oh yeah, that.
Someone told me Mr. Duck had pot brownies.
yeah. I need to rest more after that day.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Why does my
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's
back
right.
hurt?
What a time to be alive.
Oh, I think my food's wearing off. Ugh.
What's going on?
Just hope Mr. Duck's alive and well.
Hi, Cata. How's your face?
My face?
Oh, but I don't have a lot of time.
It's okay.
Yes.
Right?
I flicked you with full force.
Are you hugging me?
Wait.
Why?
Did he?
Oh yeah, he was brainwashed
Are you coming on to me?
Well, I don't remember
by
that.
the
What?
person that was
You
holding you.
flicked
That was
me?
holding you. Oh yeah, you are hard brainwashed by the person that was imprisoning him.
Fantastic.
Wait. This Solomon didn't say any of this. What? When? This happened during the
Well, I knew
campaign?
that much, but not like that specifically. But more.
I'm confused.
Oh boy.
Wait, Pax, is that the word for
Yeah,
I'm getting confused
I
here,
flicked.
Angela.
For no reason. I'm pretty sure you were
Oh,
coming
you're
on to
talking
me.
to them.
I just
Oh,
learned that innuendo the other day.
Yeah, I was like, I
yeah,
didn't get a hug.
you got brainwashed.
You know, they're definitely coming on to me. You need to
Well, it
buy me
makes
dinner
sense.
first,
Why it
young
was
man.
all that.
The both
I
of
was
you?
like
That's amazing.
beating the shit out of my friends for some reason. But yeah, I'm just saying I'm heading out now.
They gave me two hugs without reason. They gave me two hugs without reason. They need to buy me dinner first.
Considering how I do this.
Alright.
I mean, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Family package?
They
Hugging
haven't
falls
denied it
under the
either.
category of not lewd acts. They're not. They're being
I was
friendly.
like, what's her? Excuse me. Hey, Kane.
I'm playing with them.
Forgot to say hi, but
Okay.
heading out.
Why?
I had a rough day yesterday, so I'm
Answer that. I don't
just
care.
gonna take the night off a bit more so now.
Yeah, Cata, you are hard brainwashed.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling so hot those
I
last couple
flicked
of
you.
weeks.
I flicked you in the face pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you have the physical strength to do that, but
They are always traveling.
at least he didn't kill me, so thanks. I don't know. I'm going now. Oh my gosh, okay, yeah. I'm really tired. I'm heading out. Thanks. Or, no, thanks.
I did send an application.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Wait.
Did someone say something?
Application that I had from is some
Oh
called
god, what the heck are these things?
or Hades and one called Mitchell.
My question is, how the fuck does a
What are you doing, Cata?
trial member
I was getting the hell out of here.
get a
What's up?
golden?
It's a golden
Oh,
medallion
you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm super tired.
to someone a patron that needs to be protected.
Did you bring anything in?
Ah,
No.
No, then you're free to basically just leave then.
Yeah.
No.
Just
Making sure you didn't have anything on you.
pretty sure.
Sometimes your boy has to work for once.
Don't judge me.
Anyways,
Don't judge
like
me.
that.
I'm not in the right mood.
Take it easy.
Let me get drunk first.
Wait, Matt.
If you need anything, you know my number.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Alright.
You're able to use judgment?
I am celestial.
Adios.
I'm going to head to my clinic. Koi Koi has been sleeping in there, so I'm going to kick her little shitty butt out and
That's the
send
one
it away.
that's got the fishtail. Koi. Yes, she's the one about the plushie.
Invisible RP, yas? Nah. Let's check out this stream. What's going on? Hey, Rycon.
She was trying to remove my plushie.
Yeah. I should.
Plushie's okay. I know it's okay. It's got stuffing in it.
Yeah. Koi Koi was going off the rules. she probably did, to be honest. I think there's going off the rules that, you know, we're supposed to be taking everything, you know, all that, what am I talking about?
I need more stream content. Let's see what everyone's doing.
What? Good stuff. Don't choose the alcohol. You might not be able to see them again if so.
Here's a Red Bull, 250.
Your friends are the ones that'll stab you in the back at any fucking
I'm slapping down a 10.
No, it changed over time.
I'm sorry.
We haven't yet.
I get to kiss you whenever I want.
No, man, are you being rude?
Oh, please don't yell at me. Oh god. No, I'm gonna feel small again.
Let's do it.
What is this problem?
Hug is a brother, sister, brother, cousin, friend thing?
That's what?
I am making a second child tonight.
What?
Man, why are you purple?
What? No, that's what I was told growing up.
I was gone.
No.
I was gone for a week.
That changed.
Poor. Wait, is this? Which one is this?
When you haven't seen anybody in 3 weeks and you
Oh, okay.
are very happy.
Out of character.
Is that
Bruh.
what you're on the elevator?
How you doing? Love the both of you.
Don't mind,
So I'm gonna be heading.
don't mind me. I'm out of character.
Why? I'll go out of character and fucking get you out of position.
What's this? But yeah, what were you meaning about who to trust earlier? What do you mean who to trust earlier? Oh, you're talking about. Oh no, don't worry about that, Rycon. Because like, I was talking about the item that Edward found, and where we're talking about that. Someone was murdering my frames too in this video club. As soon as I got in, I was dead. I had to turn some shit off. I might be able to turn it. I have never seen that person in my whole stinking life why they wanted to talk to me.
Hello, Pep.
I saw how much you cared about the child, so I can tell. Don't get too close. I can only look up. So.
Idiot.
Yeah. Don't throw the scratch. Oh, there you go, Don. That's the
Like, do they want to talk to me? I don't know why that person wanted to talk to me. They makes no sense. Like what?
Okay, well, I'll need to stamp. Where would you? Is it stamp on the back fine?
Just go ahead.
I could just be like, you know what?
Just the stamp on the bottom.
This is so annoying. I'm gonna go in again to see and see what Edward texts me and say, oh, I need to come back here.
I've been kind of thinking about volunteering a little. Just kind of.
We do need more volunteers. Where would you like to volunteer to?
I don't care where, but probably not where the bartending area is. Feathers and all. I don't want to start tonight or anything. I want you guys to think about it.
I was like, that was awkward.
I tend to.
May.
I'll need to talk to customers as well.
Okay. I know that I've been in
A
trouble.
gunblade?
That was because of some accidents and everything.
What do you think this is?
I know I can be really helpful here with, reading pages.
Fantasy Star Universe, some shit.
Being kind and generous to a lot of
Which is
people.
gunblades and shit. Fucking. What do you think this is, Ruby? We're just gonna be. I need 2 swords. I'm gonna dual wield. I'm not gonna. Gunblades are huge, forehead.
I will talk to the thing and we will get back to you. Okay. May I know your name?
Squalls. Yep, it's a big sword. That's a 2-handed gunblade.
Nice to meet you, Ita. I'm Stella.
elevator to the referees. He'll probably recognize you as the Andelia Valley in this area.
I haven't been here for a couple of days.
If you tell Cosmo if you tell Cosmo you don't remember the name,
Watch the tail,
tell him
please.
that the blue,
Yeah,
blue
oh
and
my
black
gosh.
Valley.
Thank you.
He'll probably recognize me by then. Cause
It's
he's
longer
supposed to
than
be
I
here for his
thought.
time here.
Nothing.
Temporal
Yeah, some
distortion or
temporal stuff happened. Yeah,
how's it
temporal
going?
stuff
How's
happened.
it going?
I'm really sorry. Thank you. You
How's
take care.
What about you, Cata? Temporal distortion or?
I had to take a step out for a moment to
Alright,
collect
well, I know
myself.
you have nothing on you, so
Also, Edward is
you
annoying the
can.
shit out of me, so there's that too.
She's gonna snap her hand.
But he's fine. He's fine. He's fine this time. He's actually fine this time. Like, people wanted to talk to me. How insane.
I'm alright. Just a little busy. Actually,
Ugh.
He might just honestly being a dick as well, right?
Why is there... What? I just heard Dick.
Oh, hold on. That's just one opinion. Do y'all think my mother was a whore?
I also stopped the planet once by accident.
Honestly.
To be honest, I don't really
I
know
think
the
you found
planet
oh, he has a
so well.
tail.
My mother
Like a
that's a knockout.
tail.
I
know what that is.
It might happen to most people. It might happen to Cata.
Why am I an example for everything?
Because you're not. You're like everything. Okay. I'm a magey boy. You see,
I'm a magey
I
boy
walk
too.
around and people.
I don't
Okay,
know why I
apologies.
called
I'm a
myself
wizard.
that.
It's different. A
Oh
wizard
shit,
boy.
you're a wizard. We got a wizard here. We got the Wizard of Oz here. You talking about magic?
Hey, if anything, apparently they know blood manipulation.
What the Oh.
Koi Koi can bend blood and make chemical gases in sleeves, like the ketchup, no, mustard gas, and the Tyrings gas, and the phosphines, and the sarin gas,
That's a lot of...
and Zyklon B, and Koi can't remember the names of the others.
Well, anyways, let's see. We got different sorts of, I guess, like a poisons and
150
blood.
years ago, I started learning how to do mostly nullification.
That's great.
So that's yeah.
Koi is also master of sleeve fu.
Yeah, those. You might want to be careful with those things. Excuse me.
Koi.
I mean, I don't see too big of a problem here.
Happens.
Maybe wear a mask yourself if you're affected by it, or other than that, and that's a what the well.
That's okay. Koi doesn't just spray acid in your face.
I'm gonna go down here
That's why I
now.
like barriers. Barriers are fun.
I just said I'm not a magical shield person. I can't do that stuff. But everyone thinks, oh, it's so fucking easy. It's magic shields. And...
I mean, it is easy.
I'm about to slap you.
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
No.
I'm good. I'm Skia. What's your name? I'm Lily. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. Do you have a phone that needs to be charged?
Oh, she also wants.
I charged mine.
Do you need something?
I see. Do you have anything that needs to be
Define what
charged?
you are.
Sometimes I like sitting here and just thinking.
That also includes mana.
I'll try not to stare directly at you, no offense, considering it's extremely blinding. But it's a nice spot.
Find a single bit of anything about you.
It's kind of gross, but alright.
Constantine, it makes me glad what happened.
I'm gonna try not to stare at you.
Well, yeah, I've heard that one before.
Not.
That's fine then. That's fine then.
I got a lot of
Realistically, you know, I'm gonna have to dip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip out on
Realistically, I
that
only
one.
came in here.
Oh.
I only came here to I don't know, try and relax. I'm not even relaxed.
Oh, do you melt them too?
I have to carry on doing my own shit.
Making as in making sure they don't
Cool.
I didn't really come into
Oh,
work.
melted them.
They wanted me to work.
melted. I've done that
So,
before, yes.
I can't exactly shock stuff out of my
Oh,
hand.
nice.
I mean, I don't know what to
I'll catch you
say
around
about that,
if
but yeah.
I'm gonna go fight.
Otherwise,
yeah.
they come out of me. The only thing
Catch you later.
that come out of me is healing magic.
They tried to kill me, so they had it coming. They had it
That's
coming.
the
Bruh.
kind of stuff I can do.
Oh,
But I
volcanic
can't release
ash.
energy into
That's not a
different
bad idea.
objects or
Oh,
people per
shit.
se.
And when it explodes in their base, it's
Aspiring wind
destructive.
mage.
If you add the right
I
chemical
see.
makeup.
So you require
Basically, you have
mana then.
napalm in your hands.
I'm good.
Oh, like the good old
I
clap
think.
and a half.
Hey, I just wanted to
Oh,
meet you.
shit.
That's all.
I see.
Are you allergic to a volley?
No, I just tickled my nose.
Besides,
Oh.
they're just being
Hello there.
weird over there.
Oh.
They're being
So,
social.
Oh, howdy dandy.
Hi, how are you? It's been a minute.
yes,
Oh,
the
I'm
topic
doing more
is
than fine. I just learned
basically just
that
want to
my
walk
mother was a
away.
whore in my entire life.
Oh, what's our topic?
Welcome to the club.
Talking about the milk.
Well, it's
Talking
great
about
to
a
see you, though.
milkman.
Likewise, it's been a minute.
okay?
Really sorry I haven't really been around, just some stuff
Hell
came up,
yeah.
doing work here and there, but
So
There
are you
has to be
Pokemon
other
trained?
koi fish avatars other than that one.
I enjoy my
Saw that like
changes.
4 times
Oh,
already.
okay. of course. Oh,
I
that's
enjoy
one.
my changing.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Well, great to see you.
Do you require energy?
it's really funny. You take on a lot of different things from the species that you sort of like take
Do you
on.
need energy right now?
Cold-blooded, you gotta learn lamp, like going to lamps all the time and stuff like that. Get real warm. It's really odd. It's funny.
Plus,
Oh,
A lot of small
you
things
gotta
you
try
pick up
being
on
made
the
of
job.
sand. You get to
I don't think
kind
I
of
can
be
do that.
cold-blooded, right?
Okay.
You know.
No, I mean I haven't tried it.
Sorry, Cata doesn't
Sounds
do
awesome.
Final Fantasy.
you sit
Yeah.
down, you'll sleep good.
Yes, I'm a
No, I need to kind of.
universal
What's
man.
that other one? Devil May Cry
So, are you
It's really nice to see you.
Remember I used to
stuff.
have the giant banana in my pants and it ascended
Like
up
how the
and
okay, I'm gonna go up to Oblivion and say, hey, I want a gun
my leg
sword.
was falling
This is
apart.
just
Like,
because
It's the
I
same
like
thing.
it's not up to me entirely. It has to make sense. I
Oh,
can't just choose any sort of equipment piece I want.
I can open the glass.
I mean, shit.
You can buy someone a drink first, dog.
I mean, I'm gonna need like bullets for the gun sword, and then I knew how to like have firearms
I like to pick.
training. Oh no! Did somebody crash me here? Yeah, I fucking crashed. Oh shit! I'm so glad I was muted. I straight up crashed. What the frick? Well, oh my goodness. Temporal distortion. You know, fuck this. Maybe I'll just stay off. I won't even bother getting back in. I mean, that's it's just I'm really tired and I'm not entirely motivated to roleplay right now, considering I'm still slightly tired from last time. So I might join back up when RP is over, but I don't know right now. I want to try some things on my avatars as well. Because I was going to redo my armor model. It's full weapons. Do I have one that's... No, I don't. I'll just be in this one. I have to delete a lot of stuff and just have my new ones I have. Because the less optimized ones, of course. I mean, I really like this one. I have one that looks like it's made of gold, but that's the female variant. But best wait for that one. Okay, back to chat. See what's going on. I mean, magical bullets are a thing. You can just recharge yourself while you're holding it till you press a safety button that stops it. Deal with the revolver Lucian's going to use. I got a magic revolver, bro. Now, I might as well just be in the other one so I can get the feel for stuff. I'll be in my sword gun model. See, I got a magic. Got a magic one. Now that I'm finally back up, I got a magical gun. I got a magic revolver. I still have yet to update the old revolvers to the one that has the railgun upgrade. So yeah, I'm gonna have a Magitech revolver, and then I'm thinking of having a Magitech sword as well. This is gonna still be in the offhand though, and then I'm gonna have a different sort of main-handed sword. Mostly I got rid of it because I wanted to this is the revolver I'm going to use because it's I had some way to get rid of Dex's old shit, so have something more updated. Oh, so it's one of those front loader things. That's hilarious. Looks nice. Oh, I want to see the specs of this. 4.7K polys. And then there's one material and 5 different textures on it. It's nice. I mean, you know, Raikon, you might need something to use guns. VR. Bam. How you gonna be firing at people gangster style, huh? How you gonna be going at them gangster? You know, be going up in their hood, firing all gangster, firing them gangster style bullets, just. Or how you gonna give them the old 1-2? You know. Let's see. Getting it in June. Cool. Let's see what we've got here on Udon. Swimming. Day and night cycle's pretty cool. I like this map. I might want to use it for a training map though. Might be too small, but then again, might be too small. Nah. I have to have the revolver a completely different model for just the revolver itself, so I can't have all the elemental shots in this. The way that's going to work, Raycon, is oh, different elemental shots. Oh shit! It's at night. Give me a sec. Let's turning off certain settings. I need to turn the fire on. The bloom I don't like to have. I don't like having the chichadas. They're annoying. No seats. And time of the day, it's a bit morning right here. Slow it down just a bit. Oh God. I mean, generally it's impossible, right, Con? So what you're gonna have to do is, I mean, it's literally the same thing of my gun technically has that. So what I do is just have one shot, maybe you can have two, and just say, oh, this is a fire bullet that comes out, or it's an ice bullet that comes out. Here, fuck it. You know, I'm just gonna go in the model right now. Let me show you what I do, because I literally my gun almost does the same thing, but my gun pretty much shoots anything I can produce magically, which is really cool. Because lo and behold, VR chat kind of sucks. So you're gonna have to have a bounds of reasons and realistically on what you can do for gestures. So like, let's see, I have my gun in my right hand. Let me try to turn this down. Let's see, I have my gun in my right hand. I have my magic here. Just, regular hand touch magic, whatever. Comboed that with the gun out gesture. It'd be like, oh, I'm charging my gun with magic or some shit. I don't know. You have to use your imagination. Cool shit like that. And then I have my actual gun shooting. I'd be like, okay, I shoot a fire bullet at you. Or shooting fire bullets, or shooting ice bullets, or shooting armor piercing bullets, something like. I mean, having different sort of elemental shots, unless you just having an avatar where you have your gun out and be like, okay, and different gestures are like, okay, fire, ice, lightning, whatever, different sort of gestures, which is going to have to be really unoptimized. Like, imagine having this gun on 4 times. And that's if the gun isn't at your side already. So there'll be 5 different guns on. But go ahead and have unoptimized as you want because everyone else does it. See, there's a reason why I don't have this on my hip, just chilling like that. This is this looks really fucking good, doesn't it? I mean, look how good this gun is. This is a I think this is like maybe over 8,000 polys. Just the gun alone over 8,000. And this has, I think, 5 materials. So if you're going to have different elemental shots, unless it's some way easier, actually, never mind. It doesn't do that. Now that I think about it, I know how to do that now, to have only one gun on it. So, but even then, depending on how the particle is, you're still going to have 5 different, maybe 3 or 4 different types of elemental shots, which is a bunch of particle systems. Actually, even then, it might be slightly complicated even for me. So actually, having the one gun is fine. You can have one gun. Because the way I did my avatar, I just remembered how to do it now. Because this was like 6 months ago. So okay, so I have the gun in my hand, and I have another particle system on me, and I have the gun up here, and activate the particle system. This is why people just have like generic shots. But I have a bullet tracer on mines. That's like this red line. It's so people can see it in roleplay. So everything's very visual, especially. Oh God, high quality mirrors killing me. Oh fuck my frames. So okay, sorry, damn. Because I guess has something to do with the moving sky or the particles. So what I have, if it's different particle systems attached to my model, and then I have the animation to pull the gun out, and then I have it combination with the gun and the particles. Man, it's very complicated to use gun stuff. So it's like, oh shit. I mean, no one taught me. Pillarman thought he taught me, but he actually didn't. Because I had to do more stuff from scratch here. Okay, yeah. Those are the settings, which you don't need. I think it's global. And here's, I do low quality mirror.
No, it's not global.
So gun particles are actually slightly different than most. I mean, this is
Yeah.
different. This is continuous. It's like, oh, a particle that's just on my hand, and I activate a gesture, and it goes off. And
Yeah. But yeah, it was just meant to just be like what you have for a tracer.
see,
But
even then, this
it's
shit's broken. God dang it, it's broken as fuck. I didn't even know that. It trails at my hip. So this is before the Unity update. Fuck. So I need to redo this
you just
model,
need to redo it. Yeah.
this entire model, because I have a lot of gestures on it. I have my sword and shield, so this is the broken sword. Thanks for nothing.
Mhm.
Forehead. And then I have, you see, this on, I have my gun, and then I have this particle effect, and then I have the gun shooting animation.
Yeah.
And then, okay, do I have anything else? Oh yeah, and then I have my dual wield on it. See, I have a shit ton of stuff on this,
Yeah.
which
But yeah,
works out.
was just going to be having just the gun on there, just to use it for the gun itself.
I mean, depending upon the role play, it's fine, but unless you have something come out of here and be like, okay,
Yeah,
I shoot
point,
you,
that's what's coming out of it.
people are going to be looking at you. Okay, you saw my fight against the church, right? I was
Yeah,
I was up on the balcony.
Expectations of it, and then I was like, I have to stop looking at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, Yukio was streaming. Ew. I gave him one of your mana potions.
Yeah, everyone was laughing at him.
I know. I gave him.
Because he would not take his hits. He would not take his hits.
I was getting fucked up in the beginning.
He was running into swords to hit people, taking friendly fire, going into a bombardment to attack things.
I'm so glad wasn't broken like this. This one was broken.
Yeah.
If my gun was broken, I was fucked. Because I was up here on the balcony shooting at some of the church creatures down there. So
I was confused of the beams, so it was like, oh.
It's a tracer.
Until you got up there, it was like, oh, it was hybrises. So
No.
it was fucking 4 big ass laser beams that Hybris can do.
So you got to keep in mind that they don't know you. And where you're gonna be, like if you're in the hardcore roleplay like I was doing, oh god, and you're up here on the balcony shooting at waves and waves of enemies, and you're just going like, pew 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 pew, I'm shooting you, I'm shooting you.
Know, it wouldn't do anything.
Meanwhile, there's
the
map.
It's just straight up concentrated.
The map is straight up full, and there's tons of sounds going off. No. So when I have
realize they reached a hard cap.
It was bad. I had 25 frames. It was complete chaos.
Dude, that's me normally in DL. Is having 20 frames.
On top of everyone shouting, on top of all their sound effects going off, and people rushing at you. I mean, I was getting legit fucked up. I was I had my shield up.
Having to go all the way up to the upstairs. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, everyone's chat was freaking out.
There, all he would just be like, wall of force four times, and then resort to long range. Because it would have stopped them long enough.
I mean, Mara had a wall of force, and that didn't stop them. She was DM'd that she was DM'd that the barrier broke, and then they rushed a little bit in a row, and then they came in from the back window and fucked up Stan.
The wall of force should have been done when they were for sure starting to break in. That way they would be blocked off the majority from the outside.
I mean, you saw my railgun, right?
Well, I watched someone fucking cucking you twice by bringing up that rock wall.
I was like, No, honestly, at first it just freaked me out. No, not it didn't cuck me. At first, the second time it did, but the first time I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, that's cool. I've never seen that before." And you're just this
I
giant.
know. We were commenting about that. Like that is actually really nice to have an actual wall. Yukio, on the other hand, decided to keep using something that he shouldn't have been able to just spam, which is his blood wall. We were noticing the NPCs just straight up ignoring Yukio after a while,
Magic aura.
and then they ended up gang banging on him.
I was like, I wanted to see what it was gonna do after I gave him that mana potion. I was like, okay, let's see how edgy Yuki is gonna be. And I was
Yeah,
like,
the only reason Lucian was making you do it the way he was because you were mana drained.
was fucking awesome.
Now, if you were to take it after being like no longer mana drained so badly, it would act like a normal high strength. You
Yeah.
could actually drink it all without any repercussions.
Ew. I'm gonna turn the beam blue. I'm gonna turn it blue after I do the railgun upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, this
Yeah,
is
I
actually a
saw
broken.
that with the railgun version.
It's slightly broken though, so I need to redo all my
Yeah.
stuff thanks to Unity being gay now. No. It's like it's actually a lot harder to fight than you think in that chaos. Consider you have to remember all your
Oh no,
gestures.
that is
You have
understandable.
to remember all your fucking gestures as you're getting bombarded and like trying to pay attention to like
Yeah.
what you're doing and what's coming after. Like oh shit, and then like I was getting gangbanged
That's
down there.
why I would have three separate models. One for when he's using any of his physical weapons, one for when he's using magic, and then one for when he's using revolver.
Even then, sometimes it's really not that simple. When you're fighting in a horde like that, you can't
No.
just be like, wait, I'm switching models. Because like
No, no.
I
He
was
would be
using
like
my
in the middle
ice.
of it because in that situation he would have just been straight up the magic or the revolver because like those motherfuckers are holy. I don't want to be in melee range for that. That's something that Yukio should have realized at first because any hits he takes, there's gonna be crystals in them that are holy, and he wasn't treating it like he was being hit by holy.
Yeah, till kind of almost till the end really when he has a bunch of crystals in his back, but he pretty much should have been dead. But oh well. I had crystals embedded in
It's
my ice
not.
armor, so after it shut off, it just like
Yeah,
whoosh.
you played it fucking smart. Unlike some people, it's like, okay, we've been attacked by them before. Why not use something to take care of being embedded with them?
See, I was holding the line. It was one of my greatest moments when there was like an entire wave of them coming out, and I was just shooting the front of the.
Dude.
I was shooting the front, and they were like all slowing down. I'm like, take this, get frozen, you bitches, or something like that. It
It
was
was
so
great watching
awesome.
that while
Oh
you're
god.
upstairs as well. Just like shooting that beam while everyone else is also just firing shit.
Oh god, that was so fucking good. I mean, I took probably more hits than I should have actually, considering after I did the massive dispel magic, like I made the armor just like break off
The
because of
funnier thing is, they're golems, which means anyone who can absorb mana can just nullify them.
if they're not a demon or a devil, because that would be counterproductive, absorbing holy. Even if it's absorbing magic, you're still absorbing holy.
Yeah. That's why someone who isn't a demon would have to do it.
I
Shit.
mean,
If Emon ever learned how to actually absorb mana.
man, I didn't think they would hit us with those guys with the sword and shield so early. Like they were
Oh, dude.
they were
And then the
fucking
ones
me
with the
up.
wings.
Those
The
scared the
ones that
shit out of me.
actually came in. I was like, oh, fuck.
That is the reason why I got the right arm injury because of the fucking slashes. And
Yeah.
I was like blocking it and they just like fuck. He's like I think it was Ebot. I don't know. He's like smashes you and knocks
Ebot.
you against. I think it was him. Someone was talking. They're like he's like slashing at
Ebot
you.
wasn't there.
I don't know. It sounded like them people with deep voices and shit. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, Hamlet wasn't there. He hasn't been RPing for a while.
I don't know. I think Hamlet had something going on.
Yeah, he's just been taking a break.
Someone was like, they smashed me and they clawed at me and they hit me against one of the pillars, and I was like, I might need to highlight that shit. It was that is when
Yeah,
I
that was actually
yeah.
compared to the offense. The defense was actually a lot better planned out.
If it wasn't
The
for
offense, it was
Oblivious,
boring. You wouldn't have gotten to do much on offense.
yeah,
It was a shit
I
show.
saw this stream on Kazuki's side a little bit.
Because apparently Nexian didn't get to do much of anything.
Like, I don't know. I mean,
He was just like a camera view, and that was it.
that was just ridiculous. It was horrible, man. And we were fucked. Everyone in like people in everyone else's chat were freaking out. They're like, "Oh, PO's fucked."
I thought they were fucked too
I
because
thought
it's
I
like you
was
guys got
fucked.
pushed almost all the way back to the office.
Yeah, I was talking to Hybris. I'm like, we're gonna probably have to make the hard decision. We might have to abandon PL.
Yeah,
I wanted them to be
that's
all
what
epic
I was
like that.
thinking too.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to say it. I wanted to be the epic person, be like, we might have to abandon this place. And I loved my entrance. When I first came in, I was running. I was like, ah, there's two big motherfuckers right behind us. And then that's when they started to attack in full force. You just hear them like bashing against the wall. Maybe it was my imagination, but I swore I heard like doosh, doosh, doosh against the wall. Might have been my imagination. I don't know. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, they were apparently trying to figure out how long till the door is down, but it's like it's a wooden fucking door.
Yeah, we had a lot of shields up there and a lot of people defending it. So if it wasn't for Hybris's barriers, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, Hybris making sure that no one came through the window.
Yeah. Or did they?
They were slightly confused when they were talking. When we were talking, they were a bit confused with why Hybris was facing the opposite direction. But it's like there's a window right behind the streamer couch.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got off my ass and made this ice armor. Because it was in the works for a long time. I'm like, I needed. I'm like, I'm gonna need. I'm gonna finally find a male armor set and see what's going on with this. Because I got.
The other thing that would have made it easy would have been useful for Lucian to be there as well, is because he would have actually had the mana potions.
I was like, oh, take this. Oh God, because
he would have focused straight on support, if anything.
Because I like legit needed to have something with like a range attack, so the NPCs can see when I'm beating the shit out of them. Yeah, so good. And I love this shield. It's from League of Legends.
That's a nifty shader when it's dark.
Yeah, crystal shader.
That makes me curious now. Hold on. Oh. It is just completely black instead of a red tint to it. Reddish tint to it. Barely able to. Oh, that is the sun's starting to come up.
Well, yeah, this shader is supposed to. It has. Does it have emissions? Yeah, it has emissions on it. It means I made it so that it does glow in the dark. But also on top of the sparkliness and the pulsating effect, it makes it glow even more. So this is one of the first times I actually applied two types of emission effects.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see what it looked like.
Huh. It's an interesting effect on that.
Like this, the coolest part. After I got mind controlled, I made like Cata made some modifications to the ice powers, so like you can able to shoot through the shield. Because I was using this to block
Yeah.
the stairs. They were like, "Can you shoot through that? And can it go through it?" I'm like, "Sure you can. You're my ally."
Essentially, it's more along the lines of I'm opening a space for you to go through and out. Anyone I deem an enemy are not going to be able to.
Not even really that. It's like a
It's
giant.
essentially what it is.
How I think of it is like, it blocks stuff from going in, and not even that. No, it's like I
Yeah, the
don't
reason
know.
why it's
It's
clear till
ice.
June that I'm gonna be getting VR is because the index isn't available for shipping till then.
Yeah, I heard about that. A lot of people are trying to get the index, but it takes a while to ship. It looks so
And
good.
by then I'll have the money. I'm gonna be already having the money in 3 minutes, and until it gets put on for tomorrow, I'll be having my stimulus in the bank. And $1,000 of that is going straight for Steam cards, so that it helps out my roommate for points towards the PS5 at the end
Steam
of the year.
cards.
Because he can just get them all from Best Buy, so he can get points that help towards things you want to buy. But yeah, $100 Steam cards.
Oh no! I heard thunder and
Essentially
lightning.
10 of them.
There's a storm a coming outside.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I made this like a lot whiter when it come when after the mind control arc. I really like how it looks in the morning and how it glows at night.
Yeah, it really shows up. It's fucking trippy to watch lighting effect like this happening.
It's supposed to be. Watch the trippiness. Now where is the settings? Yay.
Where
Oh,
are you putting it? Oh, it is global.
it is. This is Udon
Yeah,
World.
the time of day is global.
Bless me. It's global. So yes, the exact effect I kind of wanted at night.
Yeah.
Sparklier.
I was seeing that while it was at nighttime. Pretty cool.
Next time I have to use this, I'm gonna have it on a lot longer than before, because after I use the mass dispel magic, which I'm so glad.
Yeah, it would have fucked you over as well.
I'm so glad I was finally able to use that spell. It was just like really exhausted, so it couldn't like really maintain the armor on him. Essentially, lost concentration.
Which is completely which is understandable.
Although in the future, it's not gonna work on concentration anymore. I'm just gonna basically summon an ice spirit, and it just basically like blow its ice on me, and then it forms the armor. Like, thanks, pal.
You know, that would have been good if there was an extra that could have played a golem that you created.
We had.
I mean, it would have helped.
Nah, we had too many people in there, and
Yeah, I know.
and Colette already had that covered.
You got I don't know how many GMs did they have?
I know there was Brunswick in this group, and that's all I know.
Because apparently Silent Night was also a GM, I think is what I heard.
Like,
for something like that, you needed at least 5 GM, 3 for the outside and 2 for inside.
I think that's the same thing someone else said, or that you said. I don't know. Two is working fine.
They would have called out on a lot of Yukio's shit.
I mean, yeah.
And he was using a shockwave with people not that far away from him.
I mean, he was really fucking a lot of people up. I mean, the amount of friendly fire that was going on was ridiculous. I tried really hard not to do that, but everyone else just seemed like they not give a shit, especially the Leonhards.
which isn't surprising. I was actually watching on Sachi's side, not on Sachi's stream, that Leo slices and Curry slices were just going out far enough to where they would have been hitting allies. But it's like, if you're not used to swinging around a sword in real life, you're not gonna know to keep an eye out on things around you to stop what could be stopping.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to like legitimately practice in VR. I mean, I've practiced a lot with this, even to know the
Literally,
sword
like,
length. Because
the
if
funnier
you're
thing
role playing
is with
and you want to be all like badass and just be like point your sword at somebody, you gotta know this
no.
slightly know its distance, or at least just be like,
The funnier thing is that boken, which are training swords, technically on index you should be able to use both the index and the boken to at least get your a feel for what a sword would feel like when you're swinging it. Because it's not a heavy. It's supposed to be based off a katana, but it's a lot lighter, of course. Like
katana.
maybe 2 pounds. But it would give you an idea of how it would feel trying to swing something at that length.
I mean, yeah, you
And
gotta
the
have the
funnier thing is,
idea how you
I
look like.
actually have the range. I actually have the range in here to actually like do full on swings and like.
This is the only model that has the railgun on it.
Yeah. Funny because I saw on Sketchfab both that and the other gun in one.
This is mine. Mine.
I'm not gonna be taking it. I'm taking the revolver that I found because I really like the way that revolver looks. And it would make sense to use a revolver if you're using elemental bullets because that way you can reload quicker than having to reload an entire magazine. That's just gonna be one set of elemental bullets.
Yeah. Cool. Yes. It's like you're really gonna have to have the feel for weapons in it, especially the shield. It took me a while to get the hang of, considering you see how it is. It's flat against your arm, but of course in VR you're able to just kind of like do that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to be
By
aware
accident
of your
without really using it.
yeah, because it's like 360 like that. You're gonna have to be aware of it. So you just keep your arm out straight, and then you can.
The funnier thing is I'm actually going to be I'm going to be getting a hold of some styrofoam and shaping it so that I can, in a way, lock my wrist into place.
Or you can use
If I was
the.
to use a shield.
It's really not that complicated for it. I mean, there's like certain advanced controls where you can lock in animations.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to do that.
Well, no, I'm meaning for if I was holding a shield and I don't accidentally make it just phase through shit.
I mean, you're just gonna have to be aware of it.
The immersion.
I mean, I know, like, say I'm standing right here, and then the shield's going through the rock like this. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah, that's not something you can. That's not something.
I mean, no one's gonna really care that much, but you're gonna have to be aware of how the shield works, and like
Yeah.
how if I'm behind it like that, how much it covers me, and I stick my head through it like that, and
Make
yeah.
sure your knee isn't going through it.
And even then, it's really not that big a deal.
Yeah.
And how far away from your body to put it, like, if it's just hugging it like that,
And
where
in
you put
all
your arm.
actuality, you shouldn't really be putting it to yourself real close
I
unless it's
know.
going to be heavy hits.
I mean, there's a handful of reasons why I put my shield out like that when I fight, because I
Yeah.
have a collider on it, and if I'm swinging around like that, I'll just fly away. That's what's gonna happen. That's the reason why I put my shield so far out. Because if it's too close to me and I'm swinging like that and I'm blocking and then and I accidentally jump, I'm going flying. So I had to
But
condition
no,
myself with the
yeah.
way I put my way I make my weapons in Unity, so I don't fling
But
myself.
no, the funnier thing is I was actually going to make props of the length of weapons that I'm going to be using, mainly just for the fact of getting used to way it's going to be hitting around the room as well.
I mean, you don't need to be a martial artist in real life. You just need to know how your stuff works and how it looks in
Yeah,
VR.
I'm just saying it would help for immersion sake. Like, it would help me get into the mindset of how the weapon should be wielded. Like Sir Orin's sword, for example, from Final Fantasy X. You can one-hand it, but mainly for like horizontal or vertical slashes, and that's about it. You can't go very finesse unless both hands.
So I look up like real life sword and shield techniques to be defensive. This, or and there's this.
And hey, they're technically made both of ice, so technically you could just.
No, they're not. No, they're not both made of ice.
Oh,
This is
okay.
This is the
I thought
shield.
that sword was also made of ice.
The sword is ice, but this shield isn't.
Oh.
This is the same
Okay,
shield on
never
all
mind.
of my other models, but it's covered in ice.
Okay.
Just think of it like
Gotcha.
with
Okay,
a
that makes a lot
defensive
more
ice.
sense.
Oh my gosh, it's like a defensive ice shell on it as well.
Yeah.
It still does what it
Yeah.
still does what it does. So I learned like real sword and shield techniques to fight, like this one. And the way to hold the sword to look kind of cool would be like that, or like sometimes you need your sword like that here. And you saw me doing this sometimes, like I'm from an anime to look cool. Like you
No, that's
gotta.
actually a good way of like holding yourself in place.
Yeah, but you gotta
Like, if
play
you were to
towards your
weather
weapons.
blows. Yeah, if you were to weather blows
And you
without
actually,
when just focusing
and you
on
put
your
the
shield,
H,
having your sword in the ground.
and you put the high quality mirror up. So, yeah,
Yeah,
so
so you can actually see what's going on around you.
someone's when you're fighting someone, here, get some space, and you're slashing and you're blocking, and they're like, "I'll knock you back." You'd be like, and try to stop yourself like that. You gotta. This is the way I role play is really, visual. When you take your hits, you gotta
Yeah.
know
You
how
gotta make
to
it look
how
like you are actually
be like
taking your hits.
whoosh, whoosh, or be like. That's why when you were beating me, and I was like, ah, and I was crouching down,
that you can take.
and then they were beating my ass. I was like,
Yeah, like some things that people don't take into consideration is watching how combat work in like anime and movies for when it comes to melee.
well, yes, that helps a little bit, but at the same time, it's I'm trying to more akin to be comfortable on how your weapons work in role play
I'm just meaning
as
for
such to look
reaction.
good.
Yeah, I'm just also meaning for more along the lines of the reactions that you would be having.
So I really like
If you
this
get
one
struck
too.
on the shield, how is it gonna react?
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, I'm hitting you with the shield. Okay. I mean, if someone hits you with a huge blow, you'll be like, whoosh, and just really
you're
take
gonna
that
be hitting
blow.
yourself almost with your shield.
So just we got to be comfortable with it. Like when
most likely,
I'm trying to say, like when someone like does a huge blow on you, you'll be like, wham, and then have to role play it really well, like oh, really taking a huge blow, and just kind of like how I crouch my legs like that because I'm really taking a huge hit.
Yeah.
It's good stuff too.
Yeah,
Shield
I plan to get
bashes.
full body, but that isn't probably going to be for a couple more months after I get my VR, so I get used to it. Because I have enough room to make it to where I can just walk from one side to the other, and it will act as if I'm actually walking.
I haven't gotten one of these in yet. Oh, the shield charge because it's spiky.
With the way that shield is, that would be fucking devastating.
Yeah,
Especially if you
right there. And then there's like a groove.
Because...
There's a groove right here. I could just put my neck right here and be like, and just rush you, the spiky in. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of something here. Maybe
you
like
can actually pin somebody if you're going for their neck. You can pin them into a wall or something.
I guess I can just move. Oh, actually, you're good. That's a good idea. I could be like, I could kind of turn it like that, or maybe sideways. I don't know,
the other end.
I mean, I guess if you're like just
Yeah.
normal pinning, not like non-lethal
Yeah, that's what I was
pinning,
meaning. It's like hitting him against
like
the wall.
I'd just be like slice.
Because
I
just
don't
pinning
know.
someone against a wall with a shield is enough, because it's going to be pressure against their throat as well.
It's really not that big of a gap to get someone in the neck and pin them.
No.
It's gonna impale
It's
them.
gonna nick them. It's gonna nick them on the sides. You might manage to get an artery.
I mean, I could pin them like that on the sideways, or I guess like that as well.
You don't want to do it the other way. You don't want to do it the other way because if you do it the other way, they have a chance of using it against you.
Also, another thing, you got to be really comfortable with like normally walking around with your sword and shield out. People are talking to you, having conversations. You're all trying to look cool for the audience to be like. I tried to find some really good ways like that, or some. Normally, I just have my sword up like this.
Bregalad, hers would just be sitting on her shoulder.
Because normally, if you just have your left arm with your shield dangle, it will be like this. So what I condition myself is to be either more like that, or like this, or even like do that, or even
idea of where your items are at all times.
Or even do like the half sort of covering in the front and just have the sword like this. Or even like that sometimes if I'm really just being casual. I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll go over there. Or be like, yes, let's get this done. Or, this sword's really cool like that. Bruh.
Yeah, I just wasn't in an RP mood today. Otherwise, you would have been Lucian at the Golden Crown.
Yeah, I was barely in an RP mood myself. When dual wielding, that's different. I keep messing it up because I know it's out.
You're supposed to keep track of what your main hand is.
This is like 10 times harder actually. Especially the way the triggers work.
Keep track of is what's going to be offensive, which one's going to be the defense. Until you are for sure.
I mean, I already know that.
Strike, you can use both. Yeah, one's longer than the other, so of course the right one's going to be offensive.
Which, in character, this one is actually harder and more defensive, and this one is more offensive and sharper. Even though they're used the opposite, so it's kind of balancing each other out. Also, this is the reason why it's red. It's really not as complicated as you would think in terms of. That's why when I was mind controlled and everyone was trying to break this blue one, it didn't work. Because it was much tougher and much defensive. But when Soup punched this one, it exploded.
To properly show these things, I had to be in this model that Rez made.
Because yeah, when I was using this sword to block,
with the $30 I spent for it.
Oh jeez. Oh my, that looks really cool.
For this entire model being made.
Oh shit.
The current one for Flemeth, she has the combos, but they're very small. But yeah, like that's what Flemeth does with these combos. She uses one for attack and one for offense, unless she can actually get off and attack with both.
It's actually a lot harder to fight with dual weapons than I thought in RP. Because one thing, I'm pressing two gestures at the same time accidentally, even though I only need one. Even though I don't need one for like the sword and shield, I'm really used to that. But I also just need one for this. But I'm like, oh, there's like two swords in my hand, so I'm like, I use both, and then accidentally trigger another one, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucked, and then I'm just all over the place. So I just. That's why you saw me do this. You just need to practice like that. You just be like, okay, one gesture sword, and just be swinging it just normally.
That's where I would have it to where it's just both of them are just fists.
No, fist is the worst gesture.
Not if you're on the index.
Well, overall, it's pretty much for all of them, because look at this. Yeah. I'm not doing fist anymore.
That's because yours is because that's all broken, isn't it?
No. This is how fist is for most things. The gesture sticks on fist. It's a VR chat thing.
Interesting.
So I'm doing fist on the gesture, but I let go of it. Okay, dang it. I triggered another gesture and I let go of it. And I'm no longer doing fists. But if I do that on another gesture,
for me.
you're on desktop. The gestures are always on when you do Shift F1 and Shift F2. It's always on forehead.
But yeah, here is.
So if you do, this is rock and roll F6. See, like fist is the only gesture that sticks. This is why I put it on the aura, so it doesn't matter because this one doesn't matter if it sticks or not. I kind of wanted to do it
potentially
sometimes.
You can have 3 gestures active at once.
No, because as soon as you trigger another gesture, then that gesture plays and the other one turns off.
Right. There's a way of locking the gesture in. I've seen people do it.
Because it's on Vive Advanced Controls. You need a Vive. Me no have Vive.
Because like I've seen people lock in a gesture and then be able to use 2 other gestures.
Yeah, you know, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if I can do that. So if I could just lock in this and be like,
or lock the aura.
Lock the aura, that'd be good. And then I'd be like, I could just do this and be like, do that shield or be like that, and I wouldn't be able to pay attention. I would be able to do this and this all at the same time while having the sword and shield out. It would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
But, you know.
The only other way of making it being that is having your freaking aura the toggle.
Yes, but I don't want the aura as a toggle on that. I thought about it, but the ice armor specifically, I didn't want that.
I can hardly wait my index, but it's gonna be so long. I wanted to be June already just because of that.
I want it to be June. Look at this.
But
so
yeah, this is the only issue with this. Look at how fucking dinky these are, and my hands are not in the right position.
Sitting down now.
My hands are in the right position, and they're dinky.
They're dinky.
Doki didn't know where the hands were supposed to be at, and I'm like, they shouldn't be right there.
No, they need to be way farther down, like right here, where you see this gray part.
Yeah.
Way farther down. I mean, normally really good weapons. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I see you guys finally approved this after about a good week.
Yeah, I say. I will be truthful. I kind of.
Because I'm in